Hi, Francis.
Hi, Brown. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing fantastic. Nice to meet you.
It took a while to get here.
I did. Lagos was Lagosing, unfortunately.
I understand.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But I'm glad I'm here now. Asides that, let's dig in. Yes?
Yes, please.
Pray first.
No. Pray.
You don't pray?
No. Do you pray?
Of course.
Okay, pray for us.
Not allowed. You can start eating then, I guess. Give me a sec. All right, let's get it. But now that you've mentioned it, why don't you pray?
I'm an omnist.
What does that mean?
It means that I don't practice a particular religion. I'm accepting of all spiritual beliefs. And I agree with everybody on what they believe. I don't feel like I need to force my belief down any other person's throat. I'm just like, you believe that, good for you.
So, all spiritual beliefs, including the ones that make you fly at night?
Well, no.
Okay,
what belief makes you fly at night?
I don't know, there's some people that meet at night. If you know, you know.
In Nigeria, right? I feel like Nigerians have a particular perception on anything that is other than Christianity or Islamism. They're just like, evil.
So do you have any other particular beliefs that you're interested in? Sure.
Buddhism, Taoism, Satanism. I'm just joking. I said it. I said it for the expression on your face. I'm not into that. But I do read tarot.
Like the cards?
Divination. Spell work. Candle magic.
You know what?
What are your beliefs? Let me ask you that.
First of all, I'm a Christian.
How are you a Christian? What type of Christian? What denomination?
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Jehovah's Witnesses are cool. I think they're very open-minded also.
Not when it comes to things that will make you fly at night.
I don't do anything that makes me fly at night.
Are you sure?
Do you know about astral projection? You know
That
about
is
astral
flying
projection?
at night.
No, it's not. You're in your bed, but it's just your...
Spirit goes
Yes.
somewhere else. Why?
Why? Why not?
And your spirit never goes somewhere fun. It's always going to like disturb other people. It could go to the Maldives. It could go to like, you know.
I see your point. But it usually just goes to maybe lower dimensions or higher dimensions. So you could go to the future. You could go to places. You go to lower dimensions where there's like negative entities.
Why would you want to do that voluntarily?
Because life is beautiful and you should explore.
You should explore negative entities. Like,
Well,
you
if
should be
you-
running away from those kinds of things.
If you go to a lower dimension, you could learn a lot of things.
This place is the darkness in this place is looking a little bit too dark for me. Why? I'm so confused.
I feel like you should be open-minded to it. You should just be like, okay. It doesn't change anything. Do you have any questions for me?
I've already asked one, which is why I should be open to going to lower dimensions. Secondly, have you ever been tempted to curse an ex?
No. I believe in karma. I believe in the laws of the universe. So I wouldn't do something that I don't want being done to me. Because if you curse somebody, people don't know that when they curse people, they could easily do a return to sender and that shit gonna hit you real hard.
So
What if
you're
it's
not
somebody that's also versed in spell work or candle magic also and they reverse it back to me? So I don't even throw anything in the first place. But if you throw something at me, I'm definitely going to send it back.
So you're not doing it, not because you're a good person, but because you're scared that they'll send it back.
Well, because I believe in the laws of the universe.
Wow.
I am a good person. Is there really a good person? Are you a good person? Would
I
you
like to think
consider
so.
yourself a good person?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's just like that.
Facts. I agree.
I think in life there should always be balance because sometimes you do good things, but it also has a negative effect on someone else.
Have you ever used your cards to pick a partner for yourself?
No, actually, I haven't been dating for a while. This is my first date in a minute.
Why?
Because my last relationship was karmic as fuck.
Karmic in what sense? You did something bad in your past life?
No. A karmic relationship is trust on you to help you evolve. If you don't learn, you will repeat the karmic cycle again and again and again. You keep meeting. Have you noticed that you're dating somebody and then you meet somebody else, right? They have similar personalities or you experience similar things and you're like, why am I repeating this cycle? Because you didn't learn the first time.
Yeah, I heard that people call that a type. That they say that's your type.
That's a karmic cycle. Until you, maybe you're codependent and then you need to stop being codependent and then you stop meeting those kinds of people.
I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. I was about to argue with you, but then I realized that it's okay for people to have their own ideas and beliefs.
Don't you think that kind of takes away your own agency, in the sense of you're picking the partners?
Yes.
Yes. So doesn't that kind of make it seem as if there's something outside your power that is bringing the partners your way?
No, you don't get it. You're picking the partners based on your trauma.
Okay.
You haven't healed from your trauma, so you keep repeating the karmic cycle. Like, if you're codependent, you will keep attracting narcissists and you're an empath. You keep naturally. Every person you meet will be a narcissist. Because narcissists are naturally attracted to empaths.
Really? Okay, so let me guess. You're into zodiac signs and all of that?
Very much. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't have one.
Should I guess off the top of my head?
No,
Why?
because I don't believe in it.
Why? If you don't believe in astrology, let me just give you a basis. In the olden days, kings and wise men consulted with people that knew about the stars. So why should you, a present day man, not believe in astrology?
Because in the olden days, when an Israelite king consulted with somebody who knew things about the stars, he was punished by God.
Is that really what happened, or is that what the Bible says? Remember that the Bible is written by King James. King James. And that's the version of the Bible everybody is using.
No,
but you know that even books...
I'm a Jehovah's Witness, so we use a different...
Yeah. I'm going to tell you about something. Do you know that even books in the Bible that are not included in the Bible, like the Apocrypha and the Book of Enoch? So there's so much more knowledge. I feel like I want people to explore more. I wish you would explore more. Like, if you get to know me more, you gain more knowledge.
At this point, I'm not sure I want to. I can't even lie.
I understand.
Waking up tomorrow and then you look beside you and you see the person beside you is floating. It's not very good for...
The truth is that you wouldn't even know the person is astral projecting. The person would be in bed, lying down
That's the
beside you
problem.
normally, but their soul is not in their body.
That's the problem.
And then you try and wake her up like, girl, get this, 7 a.m. And she's just like, ugh.
Do you see how that could be a problem?
Of course, you would freak out. You'd be like, is she dead?
Exactly. Yeah, so I'd rather not. Yeah. Do you think you would ever stop
Stop.
believing in the things you believe in right now?
No. I do want to create generational wealth. So I do intend to teach, if I have children, ever, or adopt or whatever, I would love to teach them my psychic abilities and my gifts. I would love to pass it down to them. A lot of people that are gifted, when they have children, their gifts just leave them and go to their kids though. So I might lose my gifts when I have children. Who knows?
You want to have children then?
Yeah, some conditions must be in place, like generational wealth must be in place for me to have children.
Okay.
If there's no money, what am I insane? Well, why would I do that?
That makes sense. That makes sense. I see that. Besides that, I see that you have tattoos. You're pretty young. You already have tattoos. Is there like a story behind your tattoos?
Too young. How do you know?
I'm good. I'm older than you are. Don't play with me.
I believe that tattoos are significant because they have very deep meanings. Because they're permanent. So all my tattoos have very intimate meanings. This means, I'm born in a Christian family and I practice a lot of Buddhist beliefs. So this is a floating lotus and this is a Christian cross. So my beliefs are in between both.
Doesn't
Why
that
shaking your head?
I'm confused. Doesn't that clash?
No, I told you I practice omnism. Omnism is based on psychology where every human has ID and ego. Your belief forms your ID and your ego. So whatever belief you believe in is part of your identity. Do you understand? So everybody can believe whatever they want. That's why atheists, they believe in what they believe in and nothing happens to them that's extraordinary because that's what they believe. And then Christians are Christians, and everything that happens to them, they attribute it to God's. So it's the same way. Whatever you believe is what's going to work for you. Same with the basis of magic. Whatever you believe is going to work.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in magic. Do you have any proof that magic works? Do you have any proof that your gifts actually work?
Definitely.
What kind of proof?
I am a psychic and tarot reader.
What does that mean?
Means that even without meeting people, I can somewhat give them messages that deeply resonate with them, or even know things about people that I'm not supposed to. Or I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, and the different clairs. So there are like 5 different clairs that give you preemptive knowledge. Preemptive, so before something happens, you could easily tell that, oh, this is going to happen.
So you all these things and you didn't know that the last relationship you were entering was going to be a karmic relationship.
The truth is that when you are in a karmic relationship, you can't really tell. You know, when you're being abused or you're going through any narcissistic anything, you can't tell until you're out. Then you're like, fuck, that person was a narcissist. You wouldn't know.
Have you ever considered that maybe you are the problem?
I have. That's the kind of person I am. Because I'm so self-aware, I usually beat myself up. If you think I'm beating up other people, I beat myself up 100 times more. I'd be like, Fran, are you sure you're not the problem? So every time I try to check myself because I'm self-aware, I'm always checking that, girl, are you okay? Are you the one projecting? Are you projecting on someone else? From time to time.
You seem very calm.
That's what people always say, but they don't know that I'm a riot, actually.
I feel like you would be. So, questions. Are these the only tattoos that you have?
I have 7 tattoos.
7. Okay. Where?
Different places. I have one on my back. I have one on my waist. I have one on my stomach. I have one under my arm. I have some on my fingers. I have 2 on both my shoulders. And they all have deep, intimate meanings.
You're
to me.
Nigerian, yeah?
Yes.
What did your mom say?
My mom. Oh, my mom lives her own life. I think I got them as soon as I was done with university. So by then everybody's like, she's providing for herself, she's living her own life. So.
Wow.
But it's not that she agrees with them though. It's not that she likes them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that she knows that there's nothing she can do per se. Because I'm an adult and I live my own life.
You seem very sure of yourself.
It took years to be this grounded. It actually took me a very long time to be this grounded in myself. Because I do a lot of self-work. So I do shadow work every time. I do self-work.
Shadow work at how?
Shadow work is, if you have trauma, you peeling back the layers of your trauma. So let me say
therapy.
Yes, but it involves you using journal prompts to solve your problems. Okay, why do I naturally attract energy vampires? Because when I was growing up, I was always
an energy vampire.
Energy vampire is somebody that comes towards you and drains you of your life force energy.
So basically, most people in Nigeria.
Yes, when you hang out with them or when you date such a person, after a while, you just find yourself getting, you just become worse. Instead of getting better and evolving, you just become horrible, worse.
Are those the kind of people that you attract?
Yes, because I'm an empath. My heart is very open, and I'm too nice sometimes. And when you're nice and somebody's like, damn, she's so nice, that means that I can come and dump all my baggage on her. So they want to come. So now I'm just in a phase where I'm protecting my energy and not really involving myself with people like that.
Has your beliefs ever affected a relationship? Like maybe somebody you were in a relationship with came to your house and saw a pentagram on your wall and was like, nope, I'm not doing this, and walked out?
No.
It's never. So everybody.
I don't like people coming to my house, actually. I hate, this should go on record, I hate people coming to my house.
So you don't like cohabiting?
No.
Why not?
What the hell is cohabiting? Why would I do that? You know, men kind of drain women of life force energy, because if a man is cohabiting with you, he will expect you to do certain things like cook and clean.
So basically, you don't cook, you don't clean.
I don't cook, I don't clean. Well, let me tell you about it.
You don't.
No, I actually
you don't have the ring anyway. Do you want
Wait,
to
let me
get
tell you
married?
something. People feel like it's a prize for a man to put a ring on your finger. Girl, work hard. Buy yourself all the diamonds in the world. Put that shit on your neck. Every man is going to look at you because you're wearing diamonds. They'll probably be intimidated, but the right person will be able to match your vibe. I believe in soulmates, so I'm going to wait for my soulmates to come to me and be like, oh my God, fun. You've been the one I'm looking for 7 stars. I'm like, yes, I'm looking for you for 7 stars. And get along. Do you feel like that's with me? You don't feel like that with me? Okay, cool. At least I know your name and your zodiac sign.
I don't really feel like I should be here.
Why? Are you scared? People usually feel nervous about information that they've never heard before.
Yeah, I'm not, so I'm confused.
I wouldn't get to know you. Do you have siblings?
Oh yes, I do. I do have.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a variety of places, you know.
Do you think that also shapes your person? Like the fact that you grew up with certain types of people?
Yes, it does. That's where I feel like we are vastly different. I feel like if I'm in a relationship with someone, I want them in my space all the time. Yeah, I want them in my space all the time. It's something that we can adapt to. If there's something you don't like, we change it. You know? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Would I say I'm an empath? I like to think I am.
I think you're an empath.
You do? What makes you think so?
The vibe you're giving off. Even though I'm telling you all this information, you are not outrightly rejecting it. You're still like,
oh no, I'm rejecting it. I'm just not letting you see it.
oh.
Yes. No, yeah. So it's a huge no. It's not going to work. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm stuck on the astral projection, bro.
Astral projection is great. It's actually a gift. I hope you guys I hope you know that there are people that remotely view people. It's also a gift. People have psychic abilities and it's like a superpower, and they work with the CIA or they work with high technology people to remote view. So I do post content on TikTok, and I realized that there are people that do remote viewing. I started meeting a lot of Nigerians that do Reiki healing, remote viewing, very gifted people.
Quick question. Like, are you scared of like holy water?
No.
Do you have a cross on your hand, but it's not a traditional cross? Have you ever worn a cross pendant before?
Yes.
Do you like garlic? By the way, this food is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It's really
shout out
nice.
to Chocolate, by the way.
Ooh, the chicken is really spicy.
Yeah, it is. I like spice. Oh, that's one thing we actually have in common.
You can see I'm not a vampire because I like garlic, I like pepper.
That's why you like showing people pepper.
I do like showing people pepper because sometimes people deserve that.
You shouldn't have acknowledged that.
Why?
Do you realize that there's something such as being too honest? Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'll show you pepper. I can show you a good time.
Yeah.
I can teach you a lot of things to be more open-minded. One.
To be more open-minded about my soul leaving my body. How would I want to practice
Have you ever
death?
tried shrooms?
No.
You should.
As how?
Shrooms are believed to induce
Hallucination. Why would I want to be hallucinating?
to ascend to higher realms.
Before I die?
No. Don't you want to transcend earthly planes?
When I die?
Actually, cracking me up. I said,
Because I don't understand why I would want to leave where I am right now. What if you can't come back?
that's something that actually happens to people.
And then they die.
The thing about astral projecting is that you should always train yourself slowly.
Like, from
Slowly.
here, you just like, astral project first to Lekki, then you astral project to VI, before you now astral project to the mainland. Then you can now start going to like other far places.
You're looking at it as places. It's not about places, it's about realms. You don't astral project to places. You astral project to realms. You could astral project to a realm and that place still exists in that realm. But it's not going to be the same way it looks or the same way it feels. It's not like you're going to astral project to mainland bridge or anything like that. No, it's more like about the realms and the energetic vibrations. Like now we're in the 3D. There's the 5D. There's the 4D. Lower dimensions. There's the 2D. There's 1D. Where there are realms where trees are alive. You can go to a realm where it's underwater. It's really fun actually.
Why would I want to go to all of these places where there's London, there's France, there's
That's the 3D.
Netherlands?
That's the bare minimum now. You can just enter a flight and go there.
I enjoy bare minimum. In fact, I'm such a bare minimum kind of guy.
Are you?
I'm 100%.
What kind of places do you like to travel to? Would you like to travel to?
Europe, basically. That's basically it. I like traveling, but I like my body following me.
I understand.
Very key. Because like, what if you get stuck there? At least the worst thing that can happen if you travel to another country is that you lose your visa.
True. When you astral project and you get stuck, it's very uncomfortable. It's very hard to get back into your body. Even when you're trying to enter back into your body, it's very difficult. But you have to train. That's the thing. I don't think anybody should just go and be astral projecting out of their body without anybody there to guide them.
My
You should
idea of
always have a
training is
guide.
going to the gym. How do you train to leave your body?
You train to be in a meditative state. You could train through using a word of prayer. You can also do it
But you
with
don't
someone
pray.
around you. A word of prayer doesn't necessarily mean like pray, Nigerian pray. It means like words. You know, words are spells. So you could use a word to access certain realms and certain dimensions. Before you go to bed, you could do, let me say you want to go into your Akashic record, right? You could pray the Akashic prayer and then go to sleep. But then should I say you're traveling, it feels like it took a long time. But when you wake up, it's like maybe just 5 minutes. So time works really differently. Time is not linear. The way we think time is like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Time is so different in other realms. Very fun.
Yeah,
You
it's
look like
very
you're
not
interested.
happening. No, I'm not.
You are. You're shaking your head like this one. But you're saying yes, yes.
I'm being polite. That's why I'm not running out of this place. That's
There's nothing
it.
to be scared of though. I would actually really love to know your zodiac sign.
I don't have one.
Why?
Because I don't believe that there was a mysterious thing that impacted my life when I was born. It doesn't matter to me. My life is my own. Why would I believe that some strange power that is not God suddenly has sway over my life? It makes no sense.
Well, astrology doesn't really have sway over your life. I feel like if you do your birth chart reading, because I do birth chart
too
readings
vague.
for people, right?
The same things that all the zodiac signs have in common.
No,
It's way too vague.
that's because you guys you're not looking at it deep. You're not looking at it deep. When you do your birth chart reading, you see that. Let me say your rising is this, your north node is this. You're not deeping into it, and you see your fourth house. Your this is in the third house. All
I
those.
haven't bought a house yet. When I do though,
Yes,
I'll let you know.
I'm going to stop here.
Yo, yeah, when I do though. My fourth house, I really hope that it's not in Nigeria, man.
I'm not going to go further with that because you're making me exhausted.
I am? Bruh, I am so confused.
But it's great though. It just helps you understand yourself more. Have you ever gone on a self-discovery journey?
Yes, I
What
do it
did you
every day.
use? What do you do?
I sit in my room and I speak to myself every day. Just
And
go
what
s-
else? What do you
Nothing.
discover when you stay by yourself in a meditative state?
I discovered the things I did wrong and I try not to do them again. That's basically it.
Only.
Should there be more?
Do you meditate?
No,
Do you do yoga?
no,
Breath work?
no. All I do is go to the gym.
When you're at the
Sometimes.
gym also, do you know breath work can help you regulate your system and you'll be able to last longer doing exercises and things
Last
like that?
longer. That
Doing
sounds interesting.
exercises and things. I know where your mind is going to. You're like, oh, last longer.
That makes a lot of sense. What
But
is breathwork?
breathwork is prana. So breathwork is controlling your emotions using your breath.
So you breathe. So when you get upset, take a few deep breaths so that you can calm down. That
Yeah.
basically that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you've heard about Buddha, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, he's one of the propagators of breathwork. Using breathwork to regulate yourself, even if you're in a difficult situation, you just breathe through it. When you have anxiety or you have a panic attack, you breathe through it.
So basically, mind over matter.
Yeah.
Like ILXY.
Yeah.
Do you realize that a lot of these things are just stories?
No. These are actually true beliefs.
So I'm guessing that you believe in the Greek gods and goddesses and all of those things as well.
No, I don't actually.
So how do you pick and choose?
I said Buddhist beliefs. So I like Buddhist practices, yoga, breathwork.
So basically,
Kaizen.
you believe in what you like.
Yes, that's omnism. Kaizen. Kaizen is mind, body, and soul. Realizing that you're not just a body, you're not just a soul, you also have your mind. So you do exercises for your mind, you do exercises for your body, you do exercises for your soul.
I will pray for your soul. Thank you so much for coming.
I still like you though. I think you're a great guy.
I think you're a great lady.
Do you? But I think you're a great guy, honestly. I don't know. What do you like doing? Do you like going to the beach?
I like watching football. I like going to the beach. I do like going to the beach.
I don't like football.
You don't like football? Do you like Drake?
No, I don't like Drake.
Yeah, let's pack this up. It's not working.
Rude. Oh my god. Rude. I think the date was very interesting. It felt like convincing a skeptic. That's what it felt like.
The date was very interesting, to be honest. Great conversation, can't even lie. Chocolate Royale always come across with the food every time. They ate, so we ate.
Brown walked out on me. That was rude. Just because I don't like Drake. I'm very open-minded, so I don't feel the need to enforce my beliefs on other people. But the fact that he walked out on me because of Drake, makes me reconsider going on a second date with him. Like, why? Very rude. Yes, I would go for a second date. It was very interesting.
I'd probably not go for a second date because somebody that leaves their body, it doesn't get scarier than that. What if you leave your body in my house one day and you never come back? Then it will now be that Brown has killed somebody. I'm not going to kill you. I like bars, but only when it's a rap, bro. Don't play with me.
My favorite part of the day would be the fact that he kept asking questions. So I feel like he's a curious person. Somebody that's closed-minded is worse than someone that's curious. Someone that's curious, they're open to learning, they're open to listening to what you have to say. But somebody that's closed-minded, they would have left the minute I said something about tarot.
You don't like football, you don't like Drake. The only thing we have in common is that we like the beach. Opposites is not attract like that, though. Please, I cannot come and go and die.
I would rate the date a 6 in the entirety of it. Great food, great wine, great person, but we didn't just have a lot in common.
Normally, I'd say 6 because it was an okay date. But I'll say 5 because she leaves her body. She's a 10, but she randomly leaves her body at night. That's 5, bro.